back to Coach's Corner. I'm Jim Wilburn, and as you can see by my apparel again today, it has not been a good weekend for for the teams that I root for. My Oklahoma Sooners went down, Tony Romo's broken, and the Bulldogs lose to Goddard. So we'll have to take care of some of those things later on. But today we have the privilege of talking with our band director. And good afternoon to you, Tom.
How are you?
Great, and I know not too long ago you had a whole bunch of people out here in the parking lot. I drove by and I thought, what's going on at the band. So I pulled in and watched a little bit of it and enjoyed it. And tell us all about that big festivity that took place.
The marching festival we have every year, we host in Artesia Bulldog Bowl, and it was on October 12th on Tuesday, and then there's 9 high school bands were here. Followed by Eastern New Mexico University Band was here to conclude the festivity. And there was 3 judges from area to judge us according to our standards. And each ratings were given according to their preparedness to the festival. And some bands got first division, some got 2s, and some got 3s. By the time the band gets a 3, that's a pretty... that they need a whole lot more work before we get to that first division level. But I don't want to go into everybody's rating because it's not that important.
Right.
But well, most important thing is we got a first division, and that was the most important part.
Well, when you host the meet and you have such a beautiful facility here, and the hours and hours and hours that you and the rest of your teaching staff and the students themselves put in, it's a well-deserved one.
Well, we spent a lot of time starting from July, and the preparation already for the next year's on the way, and the music-wise and marching sheet-wise, that I write all my shows, so that's on the way. One of the things that band directors do is prepare, and the biggest difference between all the sports that they get to play many games, where we only get one chance.
One shot.
and within that 10 minutes that we're on the field, everything have to be perfect. And it's a 4th and 99 basically, and we work hard to be sure that everything is perfect by the time we go to contest.
Well, I know that when I was here and looked, you had a good crowd. A lot of people came.
We had a tremendous good crowd, and the press box concession stand was packed from the time we started till the end of the festival. And I think the Boosters Club made a pretty good chunk of money from all the selling hamburgers and hot dogs.
Well, I tell you, it's not every city that could happen in. I tell you that for sure. I know years ago I taught in Lovington. They had it there, and very few people showed up. But
wow.
That shows the fact that our band is part of the community, part of the sports scene, and also in this individual way, its own entity. But the public came out in support just like any other thing here in Artesia.
Yes, there was, I know, the special family, the Holdemans, that I go over there to their produce place, and I just called her Grandma Holdeman. And she brought her mother, she brought all their daughters were there, and then their kids were there, and here's 4 generations of Holdemans watching, and they don't even have kids in the band no more.
Wow.
But they're there watching and supporting us, and I thought, yeah, that's make a difference in Artesia, that we do support our program.
Well, you mentioned the various teams or various bands that were here from various towns. Who all received ones?
Let's see, Carlsbad, Hobbs, and Artesia, and Lovington got the first divisions. Second divisions, there was a band from Moriarty got a second division. Portales got a second division. The third division band were others. I don't think.
We don't need to name
No.
that. Well, I know, Tom, the support that was there by the football team. I saw all the football players out there.
Yes, they've been, from I understand that tradition of making the victory line for the band started back in when Mike Phipps was still coaching here. And that tradition still goes on with Coach Cooper Henderson. And boys came out and gave us tremendous applause and watched us march, and which I thought was something that doesn't happen very I don't know of any place that happens, except in this town.
Well, I know, Tom, you finish up your performance here, and the contest was a great success. As we look on forward, I know you have some really big things coming up a week from Friday, as the Roswell High game will be here, and it will be the last football game of the season, and other people will be involved.
Right. Our teacher junior high band under Lisa Dillon going to be here. They're going to perform a halftime show, which all the junior high band kids are looking forward to participate in a varsity football team. That's a good, exciting thing for them. And then they're going to perform with the high school band, followed by introducing all of our seniors who's been with us since they're in 6th grade. And they been tremendous good part with us with all the outstanding performances and the competitions. And they're going to be bringing their parents. They're going to be introduced, and they're going to come up and meet their senior students of theirs, their kids, and they're going to go in the front. So it's a way of saying, hey, thank you, parents, for bringing their kids through our band program and be part of their life for them. And then the seniors themselves play the 5 song themselves first time. And we have 20 of them this year. So it's going to take about 10 minutes just to do that part. And it's one of the largest senior class that will be graduating this year.
Well, I know band directors, surely like a coach, when those kids that have been with you, well, you say from the 6th grade right on up, it's kind of a tough time to let those kids go, isn't it?
And just let them go.
Okay.
Yes, we do get close because we've known them for 7 years. And that's one of the few classes that we get to know them for that long all the time. And because Mr. Comp and Lisa and I have been there over 13 years, they only know our system.
Right.
They only know us, and we've been knowing each other. Like I said, and Lisa goes over there with the beginners, and I do, and we all team teach from 6th grade all the way up. So we are like family, and they work together, and they know when they mess up. And they know when they do well, and our communication level, we really don't have to say a lot of times many things. We just have to look at them, and they know what they're doing.
Well, watching our band, they mess up a lot less than they do good.
Well, they know me very well, too, in my standards.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we talk about other things the band's involved with. One of those is the cakewalk.
Yes, we just finished our cakewalk on the 15th of October, and we had a tremendous crowd. And again, every time we had a circle, from the time we started at 10 o'clock, every circle was full.
Wow.
All the way to 3 o'clock. And so Booster Club made pretty good money from that. They also somebody told me, they had several cakes to auction, and they made $750 just auctioning the cakes. And the prize cakes were all picked up, and each one of the prize cakes had one had a $100 bill, 2 of them had a $50 bills, and out of several that had a $20 bills, and a lot of them had $10 bills. That's why they call prize cake. And that, from my understanding, one of the Brown boys taught us on the football game that it's been going on since 1949. So that's again, the tradition of our teacher continues.
Well, I would like to eat a piece of cake and bite in and pull out a $100 bill.
Yeah, I do too.
That'd be the way you'd want to do it. Well, Mr. Dillon, we do appreciate you coming in and talking to us about your band and the programs they're involved in. I know this will not end the year for you, as you've got things that lead right on up into to the springtime. But the marching part of your
biggest part of the marching season's over, and we'll still continue when football games start going to playoffs. We'll follow them. It doesn't matter where they are. We go there.
Well, that's great.
And if it is home, obviously we're here. But Cooper and I work hard to be sure that our football team is supported from us.
Very good. Well, again, Mr. Dillon, we appreciate you coming in. It's nice talking to you every time we see you. And you'll be back, and we'll talk more about band festivities.
Then we'll finish up the year program.
Yes, we will.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we'll be back. We'll talk with Coach Mordion. We'll do that right after this.